Top 15 absolute best historical movies on Netflix, Amazon, and HBO. For all the history buffs out there, get ready for period films that bring all the drama and detailed storylines worthy of a great binge session. So look no further as we point you towards some of the best history movies on the streaming platforms. Hey guys, welcome to Netflix Tops, your entertainment channel. Here, we'll tell you about the best movies and TV shows, and we hope you'll subscribe for more awesome videos. So, grab some popcorn and stick around until the very end of this video, in which we'll discuss the top 15 best historical movies on Netflix, Amazon, and HBO. So, let's get going. Number 15. Oslo. Oslo is a historical HBO drama movie directed by Bartlett Sher from a screenplay written by J.T. Rogers. The made-for-television film is based on Rogers' play of the same name. It stars Andrew Scott, Ruth Wilson, and Jeff Wilbush in the lead roles. The plot revolves around the secret negotiations of the Oslo Accords. In reality, the Accords are a pair of agreements between Israel and the Palestine Liberation Organization, meant to bring peace amidst the long-standing Israeli-Palestine conflict. While the film's pacing has been criticized, its historical aspects and visual approach to bureaucratic discussions have been praised. Number 14. The Lost City of Z. The Lost City of Z, starring Charlie Hunnam and Robert Pattinson, tells the story of Percy Fawcett, a famed British explorer who goes missing while seeking a mythological city in the Amazon. The historical drama is based on a true story and is a visual feast to the eyes, in addition to being technically sound. Moreover, with an incredible background score and excellent direction, this Amazon Prime history movie is a must-see for anyone interested in historical adventures. Number 13. Pawn Sacrifice. Directed by Edward Zwick, Pawn Sacrifice is a biographical drama movie about chess player Bobby Fischer. It stars Tobey Maguire as Fischer, who faces a stern challenge from Soviet Grandmaster during the 1972 World Chess Championship. Set during the Cold War, the movie examines the impact of the Cold War on sports such as chess, the sacrifices made by Fischer, and his overall life, which is full of excitement and emotionally riveting moments. The movie's simple and effective storytelling format will certainly charm historical HBO movie fans. Number 12. The Death of Stalin. This is a hilarious political Netflix comedy starring the ever-great Steve Buscemi. Set in the last days before Stalin's death and the chaos that followed, it portrays the lack of trust and the random assassinations that characterized the Stalinist Soviet Union. Think of it as V meets the Sacha Baron Cohen's The Dictator. Although, to be fair, its dark comedy props are very different from the comedy that comes out today, where the jokes are really smart, but what actually is funny is the atmosphere and absurd situations that end up developing. Number 11. The King's Choice. Amazon Prime's The King's Choice is a biographical war movie and was written by Harold Rosenweg and Jan Trevor Gwyland. It features standout performances by Jesper Christensen, Anders Basmo Christensen, Tuva Navanti, and Katharina Schutler. The movie, directed by Erik Poe, is about King Haakon VII of Norway and the Norwegian royal family during World War II, when the country was preparing to be invaded by the Germans. During those stressful days, the king had to make a courageous decision that would determine the country's future and redefine his legacy as a leader. Number 10. 12 Strong. A genuine and time-unnerving film about the lengthy, grueling, and brutal war in Afghanistan is presented to the audience, drawing them into the storyline. The HBO movie 12 Strong, which is inspired by Doug Stanton's novel Horse Soldiers, is set in the early days of the conflict, shortly after September 11th attacks triggered military action. When Mitch Nelson, a U.S. Army captain and commander of an elite Green Beret team, aims to take over the Taliban through the north of Afghanistan, they are met with hatred and bloodshed. Number 9. The Swimmers. This Netflix film, The Swimmers, tells the true story of sisters Yusra and Sarah Mardini, Syrian swimmers trained to compete at the Olympics. When their athletic goals and overall safety are threatened by the increasing presence of war, the girls decide to take a chance and migrate to Europe, where they hope to live out the dreams and reunite with their family someday. The Swimmers is a touching family drama that does right to center on the love and tension between the siblings. Yusra and Sarah's relationship perfectly encapsulates the envy and resentment, but also the deep love and loyalty that are present in every sister bond. It's tender in these moments, but it can also be equally searing. As a refugee drama, it chillingly tracks the complicated and inhumane process of leaving one's country for a safer future. Number 8. Kasari. Anurag Singh directed and co-wrote the Indian Hindi language military movie Kasari. The Battle of Sarigari was a bloody battle in which 10,000 Afridi and Orizaki Pashtun tribesmen attacked the British Indian Army's 36 Sikhs outpost of Sarigari. However, just 21 men were stationed to protect the territory. Havildar Ishar Singh, a brave soldier, led his troops through one of history's most horrific battles when the enemies were staring them down. While providing an up-close look at the conflict, the Amazon movie also provides insight into the events that led up to it. Number 7. Hacksaw Ridge. Hacksaw Ridge was created by a team of filmmakers including Bill Mechanic, David Pertman, and Paul Curry, who worked together to develop the film from the ground up. First and foremost, you should be aware that the film is centered on Desmond Doss, who was awarded the Medal of Honor. Doss, the main character, finds it difficult to serve his country because of religious constraints imposed on him. Due to the fact that his faith does not let him choose weapons, he is disliked among troops. Finally, by saving his squad mates, Doss establishes himself as a model of remarkable bravery. You can watch it on HBO. Number 6. Official Secrets. Keira Knightley stars in the incredible true story of an Iraq War whistleblower who remains relatively little known in the US. Catherine Gunn was working for the communications office for the British government when she received a memo in the months leading to the war that showed that the US requested illegal wiretapping assistance from the UK on UN diplomats. In a heroic act, she chooses to share this memo, hoping that it would stop her government from going to war. A compelling Netflix political mystery of a case that deserves much more attention than it once got. Number 5. The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. It tells the story of an African-American woman who died in 1951, aged just 31, of an aggressive cervical cancer. It also tells the story of her legacy. You can watch it on HBO. Number 4. Harriet. A deeply moving and inspiring biographical Amazon Prime film that tells the story of Harriet Tubman, an enslaved activist who freed herself and then helped hundreds of others escape from the South in the 1850s. Cynthia Erivo stars as Harriet, with a supporting cast including Leslie Odman Jr., Joe Alwyn, and Janelle Monáe. Number 3. How to Change the World. How to Change the World is an insightful and candid Netflix documentary about the formation of Greenpeace in 1971 by a small group of environmentalists and activists in Vancouver, British Columbia. Beginning with their attempt to disrupt the U.S. nuclear testing in Amichka, Alaska, the film follows their subsequent efforts to thwart commercial whaling in the Pacific, their anti-sealing campaign in Newfoundland, and their ongoing efforts to defend the natural world against what they perceive as excessive human intervention and abuse. How to Change the World is as much a poignant tale of inspired activism as it is an interesting study of the organization's early tribulations, idealism versus anarchy, social movement versus organizational structure, and leadership versus disunity. Number 2. Dunkirk. Dunkirk is a historical war movie directed by Christopher Nolan and set during World War II. The plot of this historical movie sets around British, Belgian, and French soldiers who are trapped on 4 sides of German forces and must be evacuated after a difficult struggle. This best historical movie on Amazon Prime features a stellar cast of Harry Styles' first appearance. Dunkirk is filled with exhilarating action moments and stunning cinematography, but it's a straightforward recounting of historical events at its core. Number 1. Confirmation. Kerry Washington, Wendell Pierce, and Greg Kinnear lead a stellar cast in this HBO Films production that pulls back the curtain on the explosive 1991 Supreme Court nomination hearing of Clarence Thomas, a man whose nomination came under fire when a former employee, Anita Hill, accused him of sexual harassment. And this brings us to the end of the video. What are your thoughts on today's video? Share with us in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for amazing movie reviews coming your way. And thank you for watching.